So, according to Google.com, bounce rates is the percentage of single page visits or visits in which a person left your site from the entrance page without interacting with the page. Now, of course, while there's no definitive answer from Google on whether or not they use this as a factor for ranking, the fact of the matter is that they expand in detail on how to improve it and even include lecture after video lecture on it. And this gives us our answer as to how important it is to them. But of course, that's another topic for a different day. Now, as you may know, an increase in bounce rates is often a determining factor in how your site performs negatively in relation to human traffic. Now, let's get back to talking about how bounce rates impact your sales, because it really is a good determining factor of how your site converts, and the stick rate, which in the end is crucial to resolve. Now, there are three different things that have a large effect on this. But another good way to look at this is by answering a specific question, that is, why do people leave your site? Well, there are three things. First, how fast your site loads. So that's a big determining factor. If you think about it, when people come to your site and your site takes too long to load, then they're going to say, forget this. I'm going to go find another site, because they can. They can go back to Google and find another site. And number two, the content itself is key, and oftentimes how much good quality content there is depends on how long they stay on your site, right? If the quality of the content is bad and they don't like what they see, or worse, they are not able to find your information, then they're simply going to leave the site, right? So that comes into the number three answer, is easy navigation. So you want to make sure that you want to have easy navigation. So that's a big issue. People can't find and navigate your site. So you're going to discover how to fight bounce rates and increase how long somebody stays on your website the right way, starting today. So I want to introduce you to this video course, which is about lowering your bounce rates. It's a 10-part video course, and I want to go through the video step by step so you have an idea of what to expect. Video number one is the introduction and quick overview. So I'm going to talk about how it all works, what you're going to need in terms of tools and everything like that. And number two is how fast does your site load and how you can actually check that. So there are tools online that I'm going to show you that you can use right away to figure out how fast your site loads. So if you know how fast it loads or how slow it loads, you'll have an idea of you need to speed it up or so forth, and what kind of plan of action you can take. So from that point, we move on to video number three, which is how to expand and speed up HTML pages. There are two main different types of pages that we're going to focus on: HTML pages and WordPress pages. And that brings us to video number four, how to speed up WordPress sites, what plugins to use, what settings to use in relation to different web hosting settings like shared hosting, which probably a majority of you have, or virtual private servers, which is more of a kind of a dedicated server, not necessarily dedicated, but a little bit more dedicated than shared hosting. So I'm going to show you the different routes that you can take so you have an idea of what to do. That brings us to video number five, which is web hosting and content network or content delivery networks. Basically what to look for in terms of a web hosting company so that you can speed up your content in terms of loading around the world and things like that. And that brings us to video number six, which is content. As you know, content is key. While that makes common sense, a lot of people forget about this. So I'm going to talk about what types of content to use, how to use different strategies to help people stay on your site longer. And that brings us to video number seven, which is where to get quality content created. So if you're not a writer, if you're not a video creator and things like that, I'm going to show you how to approach this situation and get others to do it for you, so that you can begin to focus on other things that are important, such as marketing your website and making sales and building new products. And that brings us to video number 8, which is where to get quality videos created. Basically edutainment, educational videos that are mixed with entertainment. So as you know, people watch a video, they get bored after a while. If it is entertaining though, they will more likely watch the whole video. So I'm going to show you some strategies and how you can go about approaching creating videos and how to get other people to create them for you. And video number 9 is organizing your content to ensure easy access. And of course, number 10 is Site Navigation 101. You want to make sure that your content is easily accessed. So if you want to learn how to lower your bounce rates that can have a good impact on your sales, your conversions, and of course possible potential Google rankings, because we know that Google pays attention to this stuff. Of course, there's no definitive answer, but this is going to help you all around, whether it's conversions, whether it's getting people to stay on your site longer and stick rate and so forth. It's going to help you all around, especially if you own a website. So if you want to get started and learn how to do this step by step, I'm going to show you exactly what to do, how to create a plan of action and everything like that. Then grab this video series today. It's going to be downloadable and accessible immediately right after you purchase this today. Well, look forward to seeing you on the inside.